Hi everyone! How are you doing today? I believe that you are wonderful. I'm teacher Annie and welcome back to the English conversation class. Let's open our students' book to the page 22. First, we will start with the review of the words that we've learned already. Follow me. Jazz, jazz. Pop, pop. Classical, classical. Country, country. Hip hop, hip hop. Rock, rock. Language section. Do you like listening to jazz or pop music? I like listening to pop music. One more time. Do you like listening to jazz or pop music? I like listening to pop music. Page 24. Vocabulary 1. Adventure, adventure. Mystery, mystery. Sci-fi, sci-fi. Science fiction, science fiction. Fantasy, fantasy. Okay, fine. Speaking section. Do you like reading sci-fi or adventure books? I like reading sci-fi books. One more time. Do you like reading sci-fi or adventure books? I like reading sci-fi books. Good, and today is the story time, so go to the page 26 in your books. Listen and read. My favorite music. What kind of music do you like? Do you like listening to classical or pop music? I like listening to classical music. That's because the piano is my favorite instrument. It's in most classical music and also other kinds of music. You can hear it in jazz, pop, and even rock music. There are many famous classical piano players. This is why I like listening to classical music. Now let's read this story together. A little bit slower. Let's go. My favorite music. What kind of music do you like? Do you like listening to classical or pop music? I like listening to classical music. That's because the piano is my favorite instrument. It's in most classical music and also other kinds of music. You can hear it in jazz, pop, and even rock music. There are many famous classical piano players. This is why I like listening to classical music. Good, let's move to the page 27. We have a green and a yellow section. Let's start with the green one. The piano is my favorite instrument. I love to play and listen to it. It's in many different kinds of music. Let's read together. The piano is my favorite instrument. I love to play and listen to it. It's in many different kinds of music. yellow section. I play and practice the piano with my family. Together. I play and practice the piano with my family. Okay, good. And now take your time to fill in the gaps and choose the right answers in the exercises B and C on the page 27. And we will check the answers in a while. Alright, I hope that you are finished. Let's check the answers now. Exercise B. Read and circle. 1. What kind of music does the girl like listening to? A is the right answer, classical music. Number 2. Why does she like listening to this kind of music? The right answer is B. The piano is her favorite instrument. Okay, exercise C. Read and write. You can hear the piano in classical, jazz, pop, and even rock music. Number 2. The piano is the girl's favorite instrument. Now let's read the sentences one more time together. 1. You can hear the piano in classical, jazz, pop, and even rock music. 2. The piano is the girl's favorite instrument. Great work! And now let's open our notebooks and write down today's date. It's Thursday, July 8th, 2021. The topic is music. We will answer a few questions about music and books. 1. What is your favorite kind of music? 2. What is your favorite instrument? 3. What is your favorite kind of books? 4. What is your favorite book? Okay, well, and now we will watch an interesting video about books and how they came into our life.
Spreading words, the world of printing. We have lots of books today, but hundreds of years ago, there were few books. People had to write or copy each book by hand. It took a long time to make a book. A German man changed that in 1442. His name was Johann Gutenberg. Gutenberg cut letters into pieces of wood. He poured hot metal into them. When the metal cooled, he had copies of the letters. These are called types. Gutenberg used the letters to make a machine. Later, he added a large box to it. There was a metal pan inside the box. Gutenberg put types into the pan. He spread ink onto them. Then he put a piece of paper on top. Then he turned a large handle. That pushed the paper down onto the types. This was the first printed page. This invention was the printing press. It changed people's lives. Soon, there were many books in Europe. But printing a book was still slow. Only one piece of paper could go on the press at a time. Richard Hoe, an American, made it faster. He used a roller, not a pan. The types went on the roller. They printed onto a roll of paper. The rotary press printed many copies at one time. What about pictures? At first, people cut pictures into wood or stones. It was very slow work. The printed pictures did not look very good. Later, people used photographs. Every color picture needs 4 photos. Each photo has a different color. During printing, all the colors come together. Printing presses are too big for offices and homes. In the 1960s, copiers were invented. These do not use wet ink. They use a dry powder called toner. Heat makes the toner stay on the paper. In 1970, a printer for computers was invented. It was called the dot matrix printer. It printed words in small dots. The inkjet printer came in 1976. To print, it throws tiny drops of liquid ink onto paper. It is the printer that most homes use today. Before 1993, all printing was flat, like paper. Then a 3D printer came out. It takes a picture of a real object like scissors. Then it prints real scissors that you can use. Today, we have the big presses for books. We also have small printers. We can print our own things. We can print at home and in the office. We can print any place.
Did you enjoy the video? Yes? I hope so. Well, for today, our class is over. Your homework is to make sure that page 27 in your student's book is finished and page number 17 in your workbooks, exercises G, H, and I. Remember, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave your comments under this video and I will try my best to answer. Don't be shy. Okay? I will see you in the next video in our next class. Wishing you to have an amazing day. Have fun as usual. Bye.